the historic Bristol Inn serving some of the best pub grub in the city. Butcombe cares deeply about the provenance of its food, highlighted by the fact all of the local suppliers it sources its produce from are listed on the back of its pub's menus. This is one of the reasons the Bristol-based brewery won Best Food Offer at the Publican Awards in 2019, before retaining the crown in 2020. This double award demonstrates just how much the company has improved its food offering in recent years, with all of its outlets now dishing up great value food which exceeds expectation, say the judges of the Publican Awards. One of the first pubs under Butcombe's ownership to offer food decidedly more eye-catching than your standard pub fare was the Ostrich, after the Harbourside Inn underwent a major refurbishment in 2019. The new and improved culinary offering earned glowing reviews soon after being launched, but just months later, the pub's chefs were forced to down tools for the foreseeable future when the coronavirus pandemic struck. Boasting one of the largest beer gardens in Bristol, the Ostrich proved busy over the summer months after being able to reopen, serving pub classics to accompany the pints, but now the restaurant arm of the pub, named the Top Deck, is back up and running, and it's back with a bang. The Ostrich's autumn menu includes a selection of pub snacks and nibbles, alongside small plates and main courses, in addition to sides and desserts. One of the pub snacks is the curiously named pickled egg in a bag of crisps, £4. We assumed that bag of crisps might have been downplaying something rather more fancy, but no, our waitress told us the dish is exactly what it sounds like. Since the only crisps they had left were Monster Munch, she added, we decided to skip that one and go for something a little more refined. Our waitress said that small plates were fairly generous and as big as proper starters, so we shared 3 of those alongside one main course, before foolishly going for desserts. It was a serious amount of food and we struggled to finish our puddings. After thoroughly enjoying a chorizo Scotch egg accompanied by preserved lemon mayo, £7.50 for dipping as a starter. We shared small plates of Cotswold gin and beetroot cured trout sourced from Chalk Stream Farm alongside a Niçoise salad, £8.50, and white crab meat and Butcombe Welsh rarebit on toasted sourdough, £9.50. The food was well presented and portions were certainly on the large side. Not only did it all look impressive but it tasted it too, especially the bright red trout, which was so fresh it could well have been caught that very morning. Get the biggest stories from across Bristol straight to your inbox. The side of truffle and parmesan chips, £4.75, are well worth a mention too. When dipped in the accompanying garlic mayo they were simply irresistible. But the star of the show was the main course of Brixham coli, chorizo and squid cassoulet, pickled fennel with a herb aioli, £15.75. We shared a special on the night which I hope they bring back, so more people get to try it. Just like the trout, the coli, a relatively sustainable fish, our waitress told us, was delightfully fresh and quite magnificent when combined with the richness of the chorizo and punchy aioli. This is not your typical pub grub, we both agreed. A dessert of affogato, served with a huge ginger snap and shot of amaretto, brought a very satisfactory dinner to a close with a flourish, despite the fact the buttons on my trousers were already at breaking point. The food was simply fantastic and it was matched by the cozy decor of the historic inn, the quality of Butcombe's beers and the impeccable service. If you're looking for some first-rate pub grub in Bristol, the Ostrich should be very near the top of your list.